Here's the result of the dropshipping during prime time challenge with $1,000. In today's video, I'm going to be attempting to do Shopify dropshipping during the prime time of the year with a $1,000 budget for the next 72 hours. Now, what makes this the prime time of the year for Shopify dropshipping is we're now in Q4, which is where the most people are online buying products because of things like Christmas, Black Friday, and Halloween. So let's see if Q4 actually makes a difference with this dropshipping challenge. So welcome to the channel. My name's Kamil, known as the ECOM King, and this is going to be my most intense dropshipping challenge I've ever done before. So I'm going to be giving myself a $1,000 budget for the next 3 days to see if I can generate as much money as possible during the prime time of dropshipping. Now, the reason why I've given myself $1,000 is because I believe that's the most ample amount of money that I'm going to need for the next 3 days to test 4 different products. So if you're a beginner with dropshipping, this is going to give you a great insight to see what it looks like to test during Q4 at a rapid pace with a decent amount of budget. So I'd recommend that you guys grab a notebook and pen or your laptop to follow along, because you're going to have to watch me find winning products for Q4. You're going to watch me build a website design for Q4, and you're going to watch me actually run the Facebook ads during this period of time. So you're going to learn so much. So it's day 1 of the challenge, and the first thing that I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing product research, but especially designed for Q4, because Q4 product research is a lot different to normal product research. So I'm going to be using a tool called Peeksta, which will actually enable me to look at Facebook winning ads from last year during Q4, because whatever products tend to do well in the previous years can most definitely do well during the current year and the future years from what I've had in my experience. Now, a few other tools that this has got, which is really cool, is it's got a TikTok ad spy as well, and whatever's doing well on TikTok is normally leading the market at the moment. So I'm really interested to see what's doing well on TikTok to see if I can bring it over to Facebook. This will also show me what's doing well on Amazon as well, because all of these different markets are correlated in a certain aspect. So after 45 minutes of product research, I have found 4 products that I'm confident with going forward with. Now, the first product that I've chosen is this butterfly eyeshadow palette. Now, the reason why I've chosen this product is because beauty during this time of the year does really well, because people buy it as gifts for their daughters, their best friends, their girlfriends, and this is a unique product because it's shaped as a butterfly and it's got 6 different color eyeshadows in the palette. So this is a piece of makeup that you can't just go out on the street and buy, and during Christmas people want to be buying gifts that are more unique than common, so I feel like this will do really well. Now, if we take a look at the reviews, you can see it's got 4.9 star reviews, meaning it's a high quality product with around about 445 orders, meaning that it's an untapped product right now. Considering I've only got $1,000 to test with, I don't want to be going with products that are too competitive because it will eat up my ad cost. So the second product that I've chosen is this yoga acupuncture mat with pillow. It's optional if you want it with a pillow or without the pillow, and what it is, it's this mat and it's got these acupuncture like suckers on it, on the mat and on the pillow, and this is designed to relieve anxiety and stress and just to make you feel really good, and to also do yoga on. Now, if you look at the order amount, it's got 2,182 orders with 4.9 star reviews, meaning it's a good quality product. Now, I'm going after really solid quality products because I don't want any return. Another great thing about this product is it's a winner from last year and the previous year, so I'm hoping that it will do well again this year. So the third product that I've chosen is going to be this 100-letter language necklace, which says I love you in 100 different languages. Now, you've probably seen this product before if you've been in dropshipping, because it's a winning product from 4 years ago. Now, the reason why I love this product is because it's in the jewelry niche, and jewelry does really well every single year, and it's got a really nice message with inside it, and this is a product that you just can't find on the high streets from places like Pandora. So again, it's got that unique position to it. Now, the fourth product that I've chosen are going to be these women's fashion sneakers, and I've taken a risk on this one because, as you know, fashion in dropshipping can be a bit risky, but I've seen these blown up recently, which are these cool looking pink sneakers, and it's what these influencers have been wearing recently, so I feel like that's the reason why it's going to be good. And fashion for Q4 for Christmas is insane. Who do you not know that receives fashionable products on Christmas? I don't know, especially for women. So as you guys can see, it's got 410 orders and a 4.5 star review. I don't go under anything under 4.5 star reviews, so it seems like it's a solid product. Now you can also see on the imagery, they've got like these little ankle bracelets, which is a great upsell during Q4 because upsells is where you make a lot of money. So I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I found the products for this challenge, the ones that I've chosen. Now I headed over to a website called Peeksta and I enabled the 2-day free trial, which everybody can get. So technically this doesn't come out of my budget. So it's a great way to find winning products within the 2 days for free, as long as you cancel it. And I headed over to where it says Product Spy, and this is going to be showing me Facebook ads that are currently doing really, really well. Now I'm not interested in any old Facebook ads. I want to go over to where it says limit to a month, and I want to be choosing between September and December because those are the products that are doing well during Q4. So I'm going to select November, and you guys can see the ads have gone from 10 months ago, meaning almost this time last year. Now as soon as I scroll down, I saw these pair of leggings that I like the look of because I feel like they're a great product to buy somebody as a gift. And as soon as I click learn more, it's going to take me straight to the Facebook ad. Now as soon as I came to the Facebook ad, I saw straight away that this has got 12 million views. Now to get 12 million views on a video, you must have spent a lot of money to make sure that this hits 12 million views, meaning that they've done really, really well. And they've also got 36,000 comments. And this video is a UGC video of them showing off the leggings and showing the inside. So if I play it to you guys, you can see it's just showing off the inside of the legging being fur inside to keep you warm during the winter. Now this is user generated content, it always does well. Now if I head over to the comment section, this is something else that I look for. I look to see what people are saying in the comment section, whether they bought it, how quick was the delivery time, and just things like that. Are they able to talk about anything else that I can utilize on? Because I believe that finding what people did last year that did well, but then going a step ahead of them, that's the way to close the gap on beating them as the competition. So as you guys can see, I typed in AliExpress leggings and I sorted it by amount, and you can see the leggings have come up right here and they've got almost 10,000 orders. Now these are the exact leggings as in the video. Now how do I know they're the exact same leggings? Because this image was used in the video, and you can see the logo here. It will match the logo on there. So these are the exact leggings they're using. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to work out how much they've made because their website's been taken down because obviously it's seasonal. So I'm not able to see it. But what I would do is I would basically times that by however much they're selling the product for. Then I can work out roughly how much the website's possibly made. Now, not that all of those orders would be from that one person, but it gives me a good idea. But I know for sure that these are a solid product. And I also want to check out the star reviews, seeing if they're 4.5 or above. So the second way that I like to use this tool is I like to go to TikTok Spy, and this is going to show me basically TikTok winners, and TikTok is ahead of the market when it comes to selling e-commerce products. So as you guys can see, I saw this ad which really stood out to me because of the comments and the likes, and as you guys can see here, it's got 1.6 million views, and it's this unique water bottle design that's been creating UGC content, and it just shows you them using it in this crazy way, and you can see there that the water bottle's crazy, and you wouldn't be able to find those at your traditional stores. Now, something else I like to do is I like to read the comments again, but what a lot of TikTok people do is they actually make their account as a dropshipper. So you can see if I go to their link, it's actually going to take me directly to the website they're selling these products on. So they've actually private labeled or branded their own TikTok to actually sell dropshipping and print on demand products. So this is a great way for me to actually find other related products, because if they're getting millions and millions of views on the products that they're promoting, it means that all the other products they've got on their website are probably going to be really, really good. So now I've got my products, I need to now get my video ads made for my Facebook ads, and I'm come to a website called LaunchVids, and I'm going to go down to the packages, and I'm going to be selecting the ultimate package, which will include 10 fully optimized videos, perfect for Facebook and Instagram, watermark included, thumbnails, and it's 30 to 50 seconds long, and it gives me up to 10 revisions. So I'm going to be filling this out, and hopefully I should receive my video ads within 1 to 2 days, hopefully within 24 hours, so I can get on with the challenge. And I'm going to be using a coupon code, which I'll leave in the description, so that will actually make me spend, instead of $250, around about $230, so that'll be deducted out of my budget. So it's day 2 of the challenge, and what I've got planned today is I'm going to be building the website. I'm going to be building one general niche website. That way it's going to save money and it's going to save a lot of time, because during Q4 you want to have either a niche store or a general store, because you want to be testing as many products as quickly as possible, because time is against you. You've only got 3 months to really maximize this time of the year. So after I've completed the website, I'm going to move on to creating my ad copies, which is basically the writing that underneath the ad. So that's going to take some time to work out. And then I'm going to be trying to launch my Facebook ads, and that's really if I have the time to do so. I might have to change this challenge from 72 hours to potentially 5 days, because this is a lot of work to do within 3 days. And I want to try and run my ads long enough to actually give them a fair enough test. Now, building one website and putting 4 products on there and making it actually a decent website is going to take a few hours, so let's get it. So 4.5 hours later, I've been able to finish the website. There are a few little things I need to finish off, but I'll do that a little bit later on. So it's only gonna take me like 10 minutes or so to do it. But I'm exhausted, and here is the website. So as you guys can see on the screen, I've called it Christmas Gifts for Her 2021.com. So people know as soon as they come to the website, it's about buying gifts, especially Christmas gifts, for a woman, whether it be your sister, your mom, your daughter, so forth, for 2021. And you guys can see I've gone for the turquoisey blue color, the white and the brown color scheme. And you can see the logo here. I'm gonna zoom in. It says gifts, and then it's got a picture of a woman for her. It's simple branding, but it's effective. As soon as people see it, they're gonna know exactly what the branding means. And you can see in the top of the shipping bar, it says free shipping worldwide, 30-day free returns. That way it's gonna increase conversion rates because people ain't scared. And on the homepage, I won't be sending any traffic to the homepage, but I've put what I think will do the best. So I don't know it will do the best because I haven't tested it yet, but I believe this product will probably do the best out of the 4. So I'll put it on the homepage, and you can see here I've called it AW Autumn Winter 2021 Casual Fashion Sneaker, $29.39, which is converted it into pounds. It is in dollars. Got the best currency converter turned on. You can see I've got the save it now, and then you can see I've got the bullet point that says this is the perfect gift for your loved one. So that'll let people know that this could be a gift product if you don't want to buy it for yourself. Then we've got the different colors. So So if you click the color, it changes it. Then you've got the sizing options, and then you've got the details here when you scroll down, the pictures and the information, and then you've got the size chart, and then you've got the trust badges at the bottom saying local customer support, free insured shipping, happy customers worldwide, and high quality. The footer is very simple. It says our mission is to supply you with the best gifts for your loved ones, whether it be for birthdays, Xmas, Valentine's Day, we've got you. And then you've got the site pages, the newsletter, and you can see at the bottom here, it's got the sales pops that's showing people saying that they've bought from the website to increase conversion rates. And if we go to the menu, you can see here, this is the important part, the best gifts for her. You're going to click that, and then it's going to take you to a collection page with the 4 different products that I've got. Now, I'm obviously going to be running each ad directly to the product page, so they don't actually get to see this page. And the one that I'm going to be showing you is the butterfly makeup. And you can see here, it says here, butterfly eyeshadow palette. It's got the discount. Again, it says this is the perfect gift for your loved one. It's got the trust badges, and then straight into the product description, we've got some really high quality images, and images like this do really, really well. And they're so educational. So you can see here, it says finding an eyeshadow palette for beginners, which can be used for pro techniques. And then it talks about introducing the butterfly makeup palette, and then it shows the different colors. You've got wild rose, then you've got the Zer, then you've got Wistra, whatever you want to call it, the purple one, and then it goes over how to use it, the specifications. Then it's got recommended for you at the bottom, so you can potentially cross-sell people on it. And then I've got the Luke's reviews here as well, so you can see these reviews are nicely done on the bottom. Then we've got those trust badges again, and that's pretty much how every product page looks for each product. And then you've got the a sticky add to cart button, so when you scroll down, it shows the add to cart button as well. Now, all the apps that I used, I will leave in the description on my special website called the ECOM King Deals. That way that when you shop the apps that I've used, like Luke's reviews, you'll either get an extended free trial or you'll get a discount. So make sure you check it out if you want the best discounts or the best extended free trials. So now I've completed the website and I've got my video ads back. I need to now create the ad copies and the ad headlines for my Facebook ad. Now, I know this is probably the hardest part people struggle with when it comes to actually content creation, which is the copywriting side, and I struggle with this too. Now, the best thing that I do to actually find success doing this is I actually go on the ad library and search for competitors and look to see how they've constructed theirs. And I also like to just take little bits from it and reconstruct it into my own little way. And I also like to use my product descriptions and implement those into my ad copies. And I like to make short, medium and long versions of it to see which does well. And I like to create 5 ad headlines and 3 different ad copies, one being again short, medium and long. So I just got the video ads back from Launchvids, and what I'm going to be doing for you guys, I'm going to be playing them on the screen right now so you can check them out. you've just seen the video ads. Now, first things first, my favorite one must be the butterfly makeup video ad. That one was done pretty cool. I love the butterfly animations and things like that. Now, the other ones are pretty basic, which is what I asked for. And I also asked them to put on the call to action at the end of the video. This is a perfect gift for somebody to buy for somebody. And it will also tie in with my website branding. Now, I did pay over $200 to get 10 video ads made, but I only had 4 made so far, which means that I've got 6 ready to go if I need to retest creatives, because with Facebook ads, you need to be testing loads of different creatives. So it lets me have a lot on standby just in case. Now, there's loads of other websites out there that do video ads as well, but they're all roughly around about the same price. And I don't mind paying money, especially because it saves me a lot of time and a lot of hassle. Now, some good alternatives, if you don't want to pay that premium for a better service and a better quality, sometimes Fiverr can give you just as good as well, but the service and delivery might not be as fast. So you can get around about a 30% reduction going on Fiverr. And I did actually make a video about me building a whole website through Fiverr and launching the Facebook ads and getting the videos created, and it wasn't really that bad of an experience. Now, the reason why I got the video ads outsourced was because I haven't got the time to be doing it myself, so I need them done for me. Now, during Q4, because you have to test so rapid, loads of different products, sometimes it's better to get it all outsourced because it's going to save you so much time. So let's say it's going to take you 6 hours a day to make those types of videos, then you're going to be saving 6 hours and spending it testing products, which is more important. So just after an hour, I was able to create my ad copies and my ad headlines for the 4 products that I'm going to be using on the Facebook ads. Now I'm going to be showing you exactly how I made them so you can try out as well. So before I actually start reading out my ad copies and my ad headlines, let me just quickly show you how I was able to create them. So like I said before, I do around about 5 to 6 ad headlines, and these should be 3 to 6 words long in terms of the short description of what will be in the short caption of your Facebook ad. And then I create 3 different ad copies, 1 short, 1 medium, and 1 long. Now, in terms of where I get the ideas from is I actually go to the Facebook ad library, and you want to change the locations to all, you want to change the ad categories to all, and then you want to search for keywords related to what you're selling. So I'm going to type in women's fashion sneakers. Now, realistically, I'm going to want to try and find the exact Facebook ad being ran for the product that I'm actually going to try and sell. So as you guys can see here, you can see some dropshipping websites, and you can also see some actual e-commerce brands. So what I actually do is I go through here and I try and find some ideas. These are all dropshipping, by the way. I go through these and try and find some ideas of what they've written to inspire me to put in mine. And I also do that for the actual ad copy as well. Now, another thing that I actually do is I actually go back to Peeksta, because for each product they give you an example of an ad copy and an ad headline, which you can actually use, which gives you like 1 for free. Now, the thing that I actually use the most of, which I find most effective, is actually going to my product pages. So if I go back to my products, I'm going to grab this part here. We are happy to offer you a comfortable pair of sneakers. So I'll copy that, and then what I'll do is I'll paste it. So you can see, if I scroll down, you can see I've actually copied and pasted that there. And then what I do is I write, and I write this myself, I write the perfect gift for Christmas or birthdays to let people know that this is also a gift product. And then I put shop here for an exclusive $30 off, because that's how much I'm giving them off. Then I convert the link into a bit.ly link to shorten it, and then they go there. And then for the medium copy, I repeat the exact start again, but this time I go back to the product page again, and I take another little bit out and I put it back into the copy, and then I'll copy and paste that last bit again. And then for the long copy, I do the exact same thing again, but for this time what I actually do is I actually put on the end the same stuff again, and I only add an extra little bit out from my description. Now, you don't have to do it this way. I just find it just quicker doing it this way, and it actually is more fluid. And the reason why you want to test long, medium, and short is because you don't know what will work well. And because I'm going to be running image ads for this product, I want to see if the long copy works better, because people want to find out more information that they can't get from a video. So now I've taught you guys exactly how I'm able to create my ad copies and ad headlines. Let me go through them. So for the fashion sneaker, my ad headline says gifts for Xmas, and again, you want to keep them short. It tells them exactly what this is for. $30 off, ends 24 hours. This is a scarcity tactic. So that should be actually AW, so autumn winter 21, and then it just says casual fashion sneakers. For those that are fashion, they'll understand what that means. Then I've got the Kardashian look, so for those that are obsessed with Kardashians, which they are, a lot of women are, then that will grab them. Then the Instagram look, people want to keep up to date with the looks that are on Instagram, this will keep them on there. Then my ad copy says we are happy to offer you a comfortable pair of shoes that will complete your whole week look, introducing the women's SW21, this should be AW by the way, casual fashion sneakers, the perfect gift for Christmas or birthdays. Shop here for an exclusive 30% off. Then the medium's the exact same, but this, and I'll talk about the suitability of occasions, talking about how you can use it for the gym, walking, and for work. And then I've got the same call to action again. Then the long one again, but then at the end I'll talk about the premium quality, the anti-slip, and then again the posture correction that can be input in, and then it's the same actual call to action. These are my ad headlines for my butterfly makeup. Now I've used a few emojis for this one to see how it works, and you can see this one says the best gift for Xmas with a Santa emoji. Then I've got the emergency light saying $10 off for 24 hours. Then I've got unique makeup looks. Then I've got premium makeup palette, and then I've got butterfly makeup palette. Now what I might actually do is I might change this to beginner friendly, because I know that's something that's important about this product, so I might actually change this one to say beginner friendly, as I think it's important. Then you guys can see as the actual ad copy says, are you looking for an eye shadow palette for beginners which can be used without pro techniques but look professional? Then it says here, now introducing the butterfly eyeshadow palette for beginners, the perfect gift for Christmas or birthdays, the same thing again. Now the medium one does the exact same thing again, but this time it talks about the 6 different colors and the shades and how the shades look and how it can work even if you're a beginner. The long one just goes into how it can blend into your makeup and the skin tones and how it actually works. And then it talks about how you can actually use the makeup in terms of how to apply it. Should it be thin or should it be thick? So these are the ad copies and ad headlines for the yoga mat. Same again, gifts for Xmas, the same discount headline, and then it says used by professionals, the yoga mat of 2021 relieves stress and anxiety. Now the short copy, now I didn't actually get this off my product page, I actually found an ad being ran that had a very similar description as this, and this is just an example of me using the ad library tactic. Now this is actually a customer talking as if they've bought the product to build some trust, and it says again, speech marks, I get bad aches from sitting all day, so I ordered a home acupuncture yoga mat, meaning the product that we're selling, to try. The tension in my back was gone after using the mat. It truly is a lifesaver. And then it's saying it's come from a woman called Martha. Then it says here, shop here for an exclusive 20% off. The medium ad copy says the exact same quotation, but then it talks about our yoga mat and what it does for them in terms of aches, improves blood flows, and reduces numbness. And then it talks about how you can get the aches out of your legs. Now the long ad copy is quite important, because this one actually goes into again the same quotation of the result, but now it actually gives you some free value, talking about how you can get rid of basically getting your blood going in your body, how to get rid of headaches. So this is good for products like these medical ones, giving people value for free, telling them how they can get rid of headaches and how they can get rid of pins and needles and things like that for free without even selling them on the product. So that's what this long ad copy goes over. The results, then some free value, and then obviously a call to action for the product. Now this is the ad copies and ad headlines for the necklace. Same again, the first 2, gifts of Christmas and a discount, I love you in 100 language for your loved ones, show him how much you love him. And then it says a short copy, this is how you say I love you in 100 different languages, the perfect gift for Christmas or birthdays, shop here for an exclusive 20% off. Then the medium copy just goes into basically how the actual necklace works and how it hides the different languages. And then the long one then goes into a bit more of an emotional tactic, saying, look, this is the best way to show somebody you love them with this 100 different languages necklace. So now I've actually done the website and I've done my ad copies and ad headlines and I've got my video ads. I can now move on to launching the Facebook campaigns, and I'm going to be starting off with an ABO campaign, which stands for Ad Set Budget Optimization, and that's what I like to test with. I don't like testing with CBO, I like testing with ABO. Now my plan is to do 4 campaigns, 1 campaign per product, and I want to be doing 10 ad sets per campaign with 1 ad under each ad set. So each ad set will have 1 ad, and I'll be testing things like carousels, videos, and single image ads. Now for each ad set, I'm looking to spend around about £5, which again in the US would be equivalent to $5. Although the conversion rate's higher, it'd be like $6 or $7, you would still do the exact same. So the reason why I'm actually spending more money per each ad set is because it's Q4 and the ad spend will be a lot more higher because of the competition. So I'm giving myself an extra $2 per ad set to actually give myself room just in case of those Q4 advertising costs. Now, if none of this is making sense, do not worry, because I will be showing you my actual setup once I've set them up so you guys can completely understand what I'm talking about. So I've just finished doing the Facebook ads for the 4 different products that I'm going to be using in the challenge. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through the different campaigns that I've set up so you guys know exactly what I've done to start testing these products for Q4. So as you guys can see in the ads manager, I've got 4 different campaigns turned on, 2 in review and 2 active. Fingers crossed I don't have any issues with any ad rejections like thumbnails or videos, because Facebook is super sensitive. But if I have any issues, I will keep you guys up to date. It's only fair. Now, if we break down the first campaign, which is the ABO necklace testing campaign, obviously this is for the necklace product that I'm going to be using. We're going to jump into the campaign. You can see we've got an ABO campaign set up, which is ad set budget optimization. I like to test with ABO, not CBO. And then I've got 10 different ad sets within the campaign, and the reason why I've got 10 ad sets is so I can test 10 different interests, because interests are the key to success on Facebook. Even with the iOS 14 update, interests are king at the moment, so I want to be testing as many interests as I can. So if we take a look at the actual ad set breakdown, you can see I've called it the actual interest name, 21 to 65, e-packet, test and broad, Facebook and Instagram feeds, and you can see I've got the budget at £5 or $5, however you want to put it, and the locations are the e-packet countries minus Italy and Mexico. And then we've got 21 to 65 women, we've got bracelet as this interest, we're excluding Amazon and dropshipping, and then you can see here I've got the languages of English, all, and then manual placements, Facebook and Instagram feeds, and you can see the potential reach at around about 8.4 million, and I want my potential reach to be between 5 and 300 million, so 5 million to 300 million. Then the first ad we've got in here is a video, so I'm doing video, carousel and single image ads. By the way, I'm doing that for all my products that I'm going to be doing, and you can see this one's actually a video. And if we open this one in the expand, so I can show you guys exactly how it looks, you can see that the thumbnail is there, and then we have the video playing, and then we have the ad copy. I'm not going to show you the video because you've already seen it. Then if we go into the next one, it's literally the only difference in each ad set is I've got a different interest. One was for bracelet, one was for in a relationship. And what I like to do is within those 10 ad sets, I've got 10 interests. I like to try a few different interests in certain industries and a few different interests in a few other certain industries, so I can find out which industry of interest do the best, whether it be things like bracelets, whether it be things about to do with relationship, anything like that. Then if we take a look at the next video, so you've got V3, V1, V2, meaning the version 1, version 2, version 3. You can see I've got a different, the only difference here is the thumbnail. Again, the only difference here is the ad copy. The only difference here is the thumbnail again. And then if I actually show you the carousel, I do actually have a carousel running here as well, so let me expand that so I can show you. So I'm testing loads of different creatives. You can see that was the carousel. So I'm testing lots of different imagery and lots of different videography. Now, the key to success with Facebook ads is just variations, giving Facebook a load of stuff to do and see how it goes, especially in the testing phase, which is what I'm in right now. I don't know what's going to do better, photos, videos, or carousel. So I've got to give Facebook all this information to then tell me exactly what's working well, so I can start narrowing it down. Now, if I show you another campaign, I'm going to be showing you the makeup campaign, the butterfly makeup one. You can see again the same format, just different interest targeting. I'm doing a lot of makeup brands here, L'Oreal, MAC, Maybelline and stuff like that. Now on the makeup one, I'm running a lot of videos. I've got one single image ad here, which is with that really nice image, and I've got one carousel as well, and then the rest of them are image ads. So I'm going to show you this carousel quickly so you can see what I've done. I've got the 2 photos that look very similar. You can see they're very similar photos, and then I finished it off with the actual product photography as well. Now what I do want to show you actually would be the yoga mat, maybe. I'm just going to show you a quick insight on all of them, but again, I've got acupuncture, tension, headache, physical therapy, sports, world gym, again the same formation again. And this one has got, so again this one, sorry, has got all videos. That's why I wanted to show you. Every single ad has a video. There's no picture or anything. It's just video ads for this one, and the only difference is the thumbnail. So if you look at the thumbnail, it's either the thumbnail or the ad copy that's different. You can see in that one it was the photo, that one is the photo of the thumbnail being different, but the video is exactly the same. Now if I quickly show you the fashion sneaker one, you can see that I've done things like fashion accessory, Kim Kardashian, shoes, Adidas, women's fashion, and I've done quite a lot of carousels on this one. And I know you guys watched the time lapse of this one, so I'm not going to show you too much, but I've just strategically done certain things depending on the product. I find products, I have got a video ad made for this one, but I've not used it. If this does well, as out of all the 4 different products that I'm doing, if this does really, really well, I'll run a video ad to scale with it. But I just know with fashionable products, images do a lot better. So I'm just going to try this out and see how it goes. So it's been an incredibly long day. I've had to do the website, I've had to look at the ads, I've had to create the ad copies, the ad headlines, I've had to launch the Facebook ads with you guys. It's been around about 9 hours of just solid graft, and it's made me very tired and given me a headache. Now, what I'm going to be doing from here on then is I'm going to be updating you on the results from the Facebook ads. I'm going to be showing you how I tweak my ads. So if you guys are intrigued to see how I manage my ads when I test a product, this is a great way to see how I'm doing it. And I'm just going to be showing you the raw of what happens after the ads have been launched. And we're going to be giving it another, I think, 2 or 3 days to make it completely fair and to spend the full budget. Now, I'm going to be going to bed. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but yeah, I'm flat out. So it's day 3 of the challenge, and it's been roughly just under 24 hours since I launched the Facebook ads yesterday, and I would say it's been around about 15 hours here or there. Now, as you guys can see on the Shopify screen right here on my phone, we have done just over $169, 3 orders. Now, those were 3 big orders, people ordering multiple versions of the product, and that really does tie in with the topic of this challenge, which I'll be covering a little bit later. So far it's going really, really well, better than I actually anticipated, especially under 24 hours. That's actually pretty good. Now, what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be doing for the next few days when I give you guys updates is I'm going to be showing you the ads manager, showing you what I've done to the ads manager, how I've changed campaigns, what I've turned on, how I've optimized everything. I'm going to be going over the Oberlo orders so you guys know that all of these orders are real and legit. I'm also going to be showing you guys the profit margins on a daily basis, and obviously the whole round profit at the end of the challenge, just so you guys can see roughly the kind of margins we're working with. Am I in a loss or am I in a profit? Now, I believe that this is probably the most important part of the challenge for you guys to learn from, because you're going to be learning how I optimize things, how I mentally look at things during this process, and to see how I deal with any current challenges. So as you guys can see, I'm in my Oberlo dashboard, and I'm going to refresh the screen to you know this is completely real, and you can see we've had these 3 orders and I've fulfilled all 3 orders. Now, I'm obviously going to blur out the names of the customers for privacy reasons. I'll leave the flag of the countries that they bought from, but you can see that we had 2 orders for the fashion sneaker, the red version and the pink version, and remember, these were only image ads. We've had 1 yoga acupuncture mat, and we've also had 2 orders for the butterfly makeup, 1 for 2 different colors, which is really good, which I was hoping for. Now, you can see that there's these countries that we bought from, so I'm going to show you the actual Shopify Analytics. You can see $169, and I'm also going to refresh this as well so you guys know this is completely real. You can see we've had over just 221 online store visitors. These are the sales, and you can see the conversion rate right here, and you can see the top products. Now, if we actually take a look at the online store sessions by location, you're going to notice that these countries are going to get you by surprise. We've had orders from Hong Kong, Australia, and I think we've had 1 from Malaysia. So it shows you guys that it's important to do e-packet, because you don't want to miss out on these little gems that actually buy the product. And obviously Shopify do their own fraudulent risk assessment to see if these orders are fraudulent or not, and all of these have come back low risk, meaning that there's no issues with the orders. So as you guys can see, I'm currently in the ads manager, and before we actually get on with the ads manager, I just want to say that the reason why people are buying multiple versions of the products is because they're buying it for Christmas or they're buying it for themselves. So this is the big thing with Q4. If you look at all my other challenge videos that I've done on the channel, you'll see that on my first day I normally get an order, but only 1 order for 1 product, but people are ordering multiple versions of the product. That's because they're probably buying them as gifts for people. So this is reason why people are ordering more than 1, and the average order value's gone through the roof, meaning that I'm going to be more profitable. So you can see straight away within the first 24 hours, even less than 24 hours, that your actual order amount, your average order value is a lot higher during Q4. Now, as you guys can see, I've actually turned off the necklace campaign. So the actual necklace with the languages in it, I've actually turned this campaign campaign off because I had a lot of issues with a lot of the ads getting rejected, and I just thought it was a lot of hassle. So I just thought I'd turn it off. And the results in terms of the CPMs and the CTR was actually really bad. So I'm going to show you that right now, because these are the metrics I actually look for. And at the end of the day, I want to try and get myself to being as profitable as possible. And I knew when I was testing these 4 different products that I'd end up turning off between 2 and 3 campaigns and only have 1 running. And the whole point of Q4 is testing as many products as possible and trying to see which ones work the best, and then go straight into them and try and scale one thing at one time. So as you guys can see, the CPMs are really high on this. It's very, very high. And also the add to cart ratio was pretty low as well. There wasn't any. So as you guys can see, the CTR is another important factor that I really do look for, which is click-through rate. And you can see it's the lowest one on here. And you can see the CPC is also the highest one. So this to me is way too expensive to advertise right now. So I decided to turn it off. Now, as you guys can also see, the yoga mat is very expensive to advertise. It's probably coming in as the second most expensive. So I'm going to keep a very fine eye on this product because I've only had 1 order and it's very expensive to advertise right now. So I feel like if I'm not getting any orders today or tomorrow, I'm going to have to cut this one out because it's just being way too expensive, and the profit margins on this product at the moment ain't that good. So let me just quickly break into each campaign and show you exactly what I've done with the ad sets. So if you look here, this is going to be the actual fashion sneakers to give you some context. Now I turned off 2 ad sets. So these 2 ad sets are turned off. And the reason why I turned these 2 ad sets off is I'm going to show you quickly is the CTR was under my industry standard. So I always look in the first day at CTRs, and I also look at CPC. So the CTR here was under 1%. So you can see this one was at 0.45%, which is horrendous. You want your CTRs to be around about 2 and above. Anything under that is actually really bad. Now this one came in at 2%, just over 2%. Now the reason why I turned this one off was because of my CPCs. My CPCs on that were very high, and also my CPMs. You can look at the CPMs right there. They are very, very high. Now CPMs are important, but I prefer my CPCs, and you can see the CPC here is at £1.96, which is absolutely ridiculous. This one isn't too bad, but it wasn't doing the best. Now in terms of what I've actually done to replace those 2 ad sets is I actually duplicated pink, because at the time of when I actually changed these, pink was performing the best. Obviously it's been changed now. And I also want to say that the actual data shown is not accurate because of the iOS 14 update. So the data is a lot more inaccurate than normal. So you have to take it with a pinch of salt. I've made a video about making this more accurate, but I haven't actually done it for this challenge because it takes up a lot of time. And for a store that I'm only going to be running for the next few days, obviously it doesn't make sense to do it. But I have got a video about how to make this more accurate. Now, what I did was I duplicated pink because that was the best performing ad set at the time. I duplicated it twice and I found things that were very similar to it. So I basically got 2 pinks running, and then I found one that was called cuteness, which was a suggested interest to pink. And then I obviously kept those 2 off. Now I want to keep 10 ad sets running at every time of the day. I don't want anything lower than that, because at the end of the day, I've got to try and test as many interests as possible to see which ones are winners and which ones are not winners. Now moving into the yoga campaign, I'm going to show you what I did with this one. Now I did turn off 4 ad sets. Sorry, I turned off 5 ad sets, my bad, because they were performing really, really bad. And if you look again at the CTR and the CPMs, these were really high, especially the CTR, they were quite low. These ones where you can see these were really, really bad, 0.8%. And the CPCs as well were very high on those as well. If you look at the stats, you can see the CPC are very high. So I turned off all of these because they were no good. And then what I did is I duplicated the winning one, which was physical therapy, I believe. Maybe it's not physical therapy. Yeah, sorry, it was physical therapy. That was the one that was doing the best. So I duplicated it and I basically found physical fitness. I kept physical therapy, and then I've got a vertebral column here. So I've basically got these 3 running in replace of that. So that's what I've basically done here. And I've got a few others here. I've got yoga and physical exercise and physical therapy again. So I've just replaced those 5 different ad sets with some new ones with some new interests as well. And sometimes what I do is I actually duplicate the winning ad set and just keep the exact same one running. I've just basically duplicated it to try and scale sideways instead of vertically. So that's something that I also do as well with my campaigns. Now, taking a look at the butterfly makeup campaign, you can see here I had to turn off 6 ad sets because these were performing horribly. I'm not going to show you all the stuff again, but in terms of the actual metrics, they were just performing really bad. And if you actually take a look at it, it's a lot of these big brands like L'Oreal, MAC, Urban, Beauty Makeup, Sephora. These are really expensive to actually use to advertise because they're big brands, and a lot of big businesses are trying to target these ones, so that's becoming very expensive. But the one that did really well for me was makeup artists. Makeup artists performed very, very well for me, so I duplicated it 6 times and I kept one makeup artist. I've got beauty salons, permanent makeup, foundation. I've just tried to find ones that are similar to makeup artists. So my objective with the rest of the campaign, so the next day, is I want to be turning off another campaign, hopefully, depending on how it performs, because obviously the ad cost is quite high right now because I've got 3 campaigns running. So I've got to turn off one today, and I should have only 2 products left because I want to be focused on the ones that are doing really, really well, and I want to try and scale them as aggressively as possible to try and get this thing going as fast as possible. So to give you guys some real big golden nuggets, what I do is, because I'm going to be turning off another campaign today, that means I've only got 2 products running out of the 4 products. What I would normally do is I'd actually replace those 2 other campaigns with 2 other new products, because although the butterfly makeup's doing really well and the fashion sneaker's doing well, it doesn't mean that they'll do well for the next couple of days. So I've got to keep testing until I find something that's really going to blow everything out of the park. And once you find a winner, you'll really know, because it's getting ridiculous sales every single day. So guys, as promised, I'm going to be showing you the profit margin for today, because it's very important I keep you guys up to date with actual profit, because that's what actually matters. Now, I'm using an app called BeProfit. It's the app that I always use for all my stores. It just makes tracking the profit so easy and just so nice to actually see the data. Now, there is a link in the description for this. It's not a sponsored video. I genuinely use this product, so that's why I love it. Now, as you guys can see, it shows me the ad spend, it shows me the total cost, shows me the order amount, and it shows me the gross profit. And you can see actually at the moment, we're actually negative by $81, and a lot of you guys are gonna be like, that's not successful, that's not great, you're obviously in a loss, what's the point of even doing it? Well, I'm gonna explain that in a minute. So this feature here called most profitable tells me which products right now are making me the most profit, which is what the most important thing is. So if the yoga mat's selling a lot but isn't profitable, and I try and increase the price and it still doesn't work, then I might have to cut this out as a whole, because I'm looking for profit, not just revenue. So to address the big problem in the room, which is my profit margin being negative by $100, and that is accurate, and the reason why that's gone from 80 to 100 is because my ad spend has obviously increased since then. And the reason why I'm in a loss is because this is what happens when you test products. On the first day, it's very unlikely you're going to be in profit, and that's just the straight up truth answer. Now, even on a weekly basis, the chances of you being profitable are pretty slim. I don't really see profit in my products till around about the 3rd or 4th week. And the reason for that is because I've got to test audiences, I've got to test products, I've got to test creatives. And then once I've done all that and I've got all the important information, then I can start to chop off the fatty bits and then get profitable. So the most likelihood of you actually seeing profit in the first few weeks, the first few days, is very unlikely. And this can actually discourage people from actually carrying on. But you just have to see through the long term and understand that you've got to cut off the fatty bits to get to the good parts, which is basically understanding what works well and what doesn't. Because at the end of the day, my biggest problem is my ad spend. Now, obviously, I've turned one campaign off, so that's completely reduced the ad spend by around about $60 to $70. Now, if I'm turning off another campaign at the end of the day, that's going to reduce it by another $60 to $70. So this overall will decrease as long as my sales are increasing. So as you guys will know, my profit margins should technically over the next few days increase, because I'm turning off things that are just not working. So it's day 4 of the challenge, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from, whichever time you're watching this from. And basically, not much has changed since yesterday, guys. We've actually had 0 sales since yesterday, so the performance has actually dropped off, and obviously the spend's gone up. So the short answer is we're in more of a loss than we were even yesterday, and I'll be showing you the loss that we're on in a minute, and I'll be talking about it in a minute. But I have made quite a lot of changes to the Facebook ads, which is the most important part, and hopefully these changes that I've made will hopefully tomorrow show in results and sales, and hopefully will keep us closer to actually breaking even and not being in a loss. So as you guys can see, I'm in the Shopify dashboard. I want to be showing you the stats. You can see from the 12th to the 14th, we're still on $169. We've gone up to 707 sales. We have this massive spike of volume, and then it's dropped off. And you can see the online store conversion is actually terrible right now. Like, that is really, really bad. So that's actually led me to actually make changes to the website, so I want to show you that quickly. So on the fashion sneakers, I've actually added this little review, and you can see here it's from, obviously this is made up, but we've added like a little review at the top to see if that improves the trust and hopefully improves the customer conversion rate. Now, the reason why I've made a change to that is because if you actually look at the top landing pages, the one that's getting the most attention right now is the fashion sneaker, and there's no difference in really the spending compared to the other two campaigns. So at the end of the day, I'm trying to go with that as much as possible because that's what's actually getting the most attention right now. Now, if we take a look at the ads manager, I want to show you the changes that I've actually made. Now, I've only actually made changes to the fashion sneaker because I believe the butterfly and the yoga mat, the changes that I made yesterday, were significant enough to actually not needed to be changed again just yet. But I think I might have to change these either really late tonight or early in the morning tomorrow. So these are the exact same. But what I do want to show you is the stats right now for those two campaigns. So I'm going to mark the two campaigns that I want to show you because it's really important. Now, if we actually take a look at how expensive these are right now, we're going to be heading over to the CPM. Now, the CPMs I like. Now, to be honest with you, these CPMs ain't even that bad. We always say between $10 and $20 is pretty decent. And this is somewhere in the middle, you know, so it's not actually that bad. And if we take a look at the CTR, which is more of people being interested, you can see that the yoga mat has actually got really good CTR. So it's actually above industry standards. Now, the fashion sneaker and the butterfly is actually just under industry standard. Industry standards are around about 2%. Now, if we take a look at the CPC, I like to keep this below $1 or below $1.50. It just depends what type of product I'm selling. And you can see they're roughly in that ratio there. So if you actually take a look at the stats, they're not actually that bad. They're actually pretty good in terms of how they're running. So it's quite annoying because Facebook, I think yesterday, gave me that casino effect where as soon as you launch campaigns on Facebook, the first day, they give you good results because it gets your emotions high and it makes you spend more money, which obviously I have. And in return, I've had no results. So it's this Facebook casino mindset they have, man. It's crazy how they do it, but this is literally what they do to you. Because if you look, I've had a few other people look at these stats and they're telling me that they're not that bad of stats, you know, they warrant more results, but it's just one of those things that Facebook do to you. Now, let me just quickly show you the actual changes that I've made to the fashion sneaker because that's the only one that I've actually made changes to. You can see date last edited was on the 14th, which is today. Now, if we take a look at the ad sets, I've actually restructured all of these ad sets to new interests. You can see streetwear, sneakers, Adidas. So I've gone for bigger interest, so more well-known, more stronger interest to see if the quality of the traffic will go up, because at the end of the day, I've had a lot of site visits, but I've not had conversions, which either is low quality traffic or the landing page isn't good enough, and obviously I've made the change to that now. So that's what I've gone for. Now, because I've basically gone for more stronger interests, more well-known ones, I've had to increase the budget from 5 to 10 to see if that will help out as well to get better conversion rates. So I'll only know in the next 24 hours if this has actually made any difference. Now, I also want to show you the changes that we've made in the ad structure. So for each ad set now, instead of just running one ad, I'm actually running two ads, a single picture ad and a carousel ad. Now, this is the single picture ad that performed the best. So this is the one that had the most CTR, the best CPC. So this is actually the winning ad right now for this product. So I've got that there, and I've also got the carousel within it to see if this helps, because sometimes running multiple ads under one ad set can really help out with the ad set performance. Now, if we actually take a look at the stats of this campaign to see how well it's performing, we're going to first take a look at the CPM. The CPM is actually very good on this product. It's only £1.48, which is around about $3. So that's actually very, very impressive in terms of CPM. Now, if we take a look at the CPC, that is also incredibly impressive. It's just sitting on around about just over 20 cents, which is pretty crazy. And the biggest pitfall to this is the CTR. The CTR is the worst, but the other stats are great. So again, if you're looking at this and you know a little bit about ads, it's not actually that bad. The biggest problem we've got is we're just not getting sales. And that's why we've had to try new things out, because at the end of the day, I'm still within my first 3 days. You can't expect loads of stuff from Facebook. You've just got to keep testing this Facebook algorithm out and see which one will give you the gold mine. It's like searching for gold. If you miss a patch, you could miss the gold. So I've just got to keep going. Now, based on the metrics that I'm getting, I'm quite confident with this fashion sneaker. And because I've had one sale with 2 people ordering the same product but in different colors, I'm actually confident that this product could do pretty well. Now, the other 2 campaigns, like the butterfly makeup and the yoga mat, I think tomorrow I'll make a solid decision whether I want to keep them 2 campaigns on or I want to turn them off and go all in with the fashion sneaker. Now, if I give you guys an update on the profit margins, you can see I'm actually in a net loss of $329. So that has drastically gone down in terms of how much I've spent, in terms of the actual net profit being in a negative. Now, I typically say to people, I tend to throw the towel in on each product. Now remember, this net loss is spread around 4 products. Well, roughly around about 4 products. Now, I tend to throw the towel in once I've spent $500 on one product and I've not got the results that I'm looking for. So as soon as I do that, then I throw the towel in and move on to the next product. So it's between $250 and $500. So I'm nowhere near that number just yet, so I can't be throwing the towel in. But like I said before, I am looking to go all in with just the one product. I don't know which one it will be just yet. I'll find out tomorrow. Now, a lot of guys that will see this will panic and say, oh my God, I've lost $329. What am I going to do? You just got to learn not to panic and think long term. And because I've been in this game for so long now, I've seen us lose thousands and thousands of dollars and still carried on. I actually had one product before where I actually lost $4,000 on it on ads. And then as soon as the $4,000 was lost, straight away, it was really weird. A week after, the thing just blew up and we made a decent amount of money. So that's why you got to be careful about throwing the towel in. You got to really know what you're doing and look at the metrics and focus on the metrics and not think emotional. Now, this brings me on to the next point. It's really important if you're going to be starting an online business or a side business like dropshipping, you got to keep yourself with some actual cash flow, whether it be working a job, doing a side hustle like freelancer work. You've got to get that cash flow coming through every day so you can fund this business, because if you just quit your job and you put in all your life savings into this, you could lose it. So that's why you got to have cash flow coming in, and there's nothing wrong with working a job. A job is amazing. It gives you cash flow, it looks after you, it protects you, but you want to be putting that money into something that can then leverage and go even further than your job. So it's day 5 of the challenge. It's currently Friday, and as you can see, we've had one sale since yesterday, which is not amazing because that's definitely not what the performance I was looking for. I was hoping that yesterday we'd actually get quite a lot of sales and try and get rid of that loss that we're currently in. Now, we have made a lot of changes since yesterday that we did today that I'm hoping could potentially put us onto a good point tomorrow morning. So as you guys can see, I'm in the Shopify dashboard and I'm going to refresh the screen so you know all these stats are legit, and you can see that we've had that one sale yesterday for $39.99, which just took us now to $209, and you can see the online store conversion rates actually dropped even lower. But what I'm happy about is we've actually had more add to carts than usual, and you can see the fashion sneakers really leading the way right now. Now, I want to quickly update you on the changes that we've made to the website. So this is a bit obvious. We've gone all in with the fashion sneakers. So you can see we've actually done a small rebrand and we've called it Sneaker Pit, and you can see it's called sneakerpit.com. So we've actually gone for a total rebrand and we've made it now a one product store. So there's no longer any other products on here but the fashion sneakers. So we've had around about 3 to 4 orders, I think, with this one product. So this is, in my opinion, out of the 4, the winning product. So I'm hoping we can go all in with it, and making it a one product store and rebranding it could potentially increase that conversion rate. We've added a little Giphy here to hopefully help out as well. And apart from that, there's not much that's completely changed. So if I'll quickly walk through the ads manager with you guys as well, you can see they've turned off the yoga mat, we've turned off the butterfly makeup as well. Now, we did make a campaign yesterday that I didn't update you guys on because I did it after, which was the yoga mat top 4. So we actually tried the yoga mat again, but in the top 4 countries, and we just ran a few other ads underneath each ad set. We didn't do that much of a change with it. And the reason why we made another campaign for the yoga mat was because that was the second best product, and we thought maybe doing the top 4 countries would increase the quality of the traffic, hopefully giving us some good results. And in the end, it gave us absolutely nothing. So we did actually add another campaign for the butterfly makeup, and this one was just a more broader ad set level interest targeting. So instead of going for more niched interest, we tried broader ones like MAC cosmetics and things like that. but it didn't turn out very well either. So as you guys can see, we've actually turned off the old campaign for the sneakers, which was done yesterday, and we've actually made a brand new one right now, and it's called Sneakers One Product Store. And I'm going to quickly break this down to you guys. You can see that we've got the 10 ad sets in here, and again, we've kept them very broad in terms of the actual interest targeting. And if I actually go into the actual campaign itself, so I can show you the actual ad structure, you can see now we're running the video and the image. So we've got rid of the carousel, and we're running one video and we're running one single image ad as well. So we're going to have a split test to see which one does better, because we never was running the video before. We were only running a carousel and an image ad. So we're now testing to see if the video can improve the quality as well and hopefully bring up the campaign. Now, I actually want to show you some of the metrics for the last 5 campaigns that we ran most recently, just to show you how expensive they were to run. So you can see here the top 4 for the yoga mat. As soon as we changed it to the top 4 countries, check this out. The CPMs went crazy. It went down. It went over $30, which is absolutely nuts. And you can see now for the sneakers as well, because we're doing more broader interest, more expensive interest, the CPMs have gone crazy as well. Now, if we take a look at the CPCs, that will also show on there as well. You can see the CPCs went a bit crazy as well. It went way over $2 on the yoga mat. And on here, it's not too bad, but the CTR was still very good on there, and the CTR and the fashion sneakers also doing a lot better than it was on the original campaign. So that was just a quick update on what we're doing inside of the ads manager. We're still not seeing any crazy results right now, so we're gonna have to be a bit more patient and see what we can do. And again, remember what I said to you guys yesterday, as soon as I spend between $250 and $500 just on one product, then I will throw the towel in, depending on the metrics. So we are getting close. I think tomorrow will be just shy of that $500 on just the fashion sneaker. Then I can decide whether I'm going to be throwing the towel in or not. At the end of the day, I am not upset. I am not angry. I am not in any disbelief. This is just part of the process. I've just got to go again, get a new store going, try some more products again, and just keep going until I find that one that will just rocket ship. To give you guys an update on our profit margins, we're now in a $666 net loss, which is not good. That is a lot of money to be in a loss in, but this is a business. Businesses, you make money, you lose money. It's natural. It happens. We are getting very close to spending that $1,000 that I said at the start of the video I would spend, which would be around about $1,000. We should be there by tomorrow morning. We are getting very, very close. So yeah, there's nothing much really tied then. We're just in a bigger loss than we were in yesterday, but it is a business. It happens. Not every product unit test is going to make you loads of money. You are going to fail. Now, the funny thing with Q4 is, because this is a Q4 challenge, prime time challenge, it goes from one extreme to the other. Now, you've got to test products quicker, which means that you're going to find more products that do worse, which means you actually lose more money. But then on the other hand, if you find products that do really, really well, you make even more money. So from my short conclusion from day 5 is, either way it goes, if you're going to do really well during Q4, you're going to make a lot more money than you would in the other months. But if you don't do well in Q4, then you're going to lose a lot more money than you would in the previous months, because advertising costs go up, you test more products and all those other things. But like I promised, at the end of this challenge, I will show you a few stores that we're running that are absolutely killing it. So this is the day that you guys have been waiting for. It's the result day of the challenge, and I did say at the start of the video that I would be giving away this store if I felt like it was a good store for one of you guys, and I do feel like this store's got huge potential for the next few months. Now, if you want to know how to enter that giveaway to win this store, then just make sure you keep watching the video till the end. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be concluding the challenge with you guys, showing you the Shopify Analytics for the whole week duration of the challenge. I'm also going to be showing you the ads manager to show you the stats and what's happened. And then I'm also going to be showing you the profits and losses and everything like that, so you guys can get a good clear picture of how this challenge went. So as you guys can see, I'm in the Shopify dashboard, and if you look at the dates, it's from the 12th to the 16th, and those are the days that we actually ran the Facebook ads for. So that is the most accurate number, and if we refresh the screen, you're going to see that these will stay the exact same. And as you guys can see, we didn't get any sales since yesterday, since we made the changes, since we started spending more money on the actual stuff. So it's not been the best of things, but I will be moving on to the reasons why I feel like this didn't perform very well in the next few moments. I don't think it's an issue to do with myself. I think there's an issue on the advertising side, which is out of my control as well, but I'll move on to that when I get into the ads manager. So as you guys can see, I'm inside of the ads manager. If we take a look at the dates, it's from the 12th to the 16th, and those are the days that we did start running the ads. And you can see that this campaign that I'm highlighting here was the campaign that we actually created yesterday, designed for the one product store change that we did make. And you can see the campaign campaign spent £90, so it actually spent more money than all the other campaigns that were running for actually longer, because we ended up spending more on that campaign to see if we could increase the results. And as you guys know, we didn't get any results from it in terms of actual sales. If we take a look at the stats, you can see we've got a decent amount of link clicks. You can see the add to carts, we got 4 again, which isn't too bad either. But if we look at the actual CTR, it's actually pretty good. It's just over industry standards. The CPC as well is pretty good. It's under $1, which is what I looked for. You can see the CPM is roughly around about $10 again, which is pretty good, especially during this time of the year. Now, I want to make it very clear to you guys that we actually didn't change any of the ad sets inside of this campaign. We just let them all run for one day, and we wanted to see how they went. Now, in terms of which ad set performed the best inside of this campaign, based on add to carts, it's Puma and deal of the day. Those two performed pretty well. Now, based on CTR as well, which is also very important, you're looking at, again, around this one here and this one here. So again, there's mixed results based on the metrics in here, but just to let you guys know, we didn't actually change anything with it inside the actual campaign. We let it run completely for one day. We didn't touch anything. We wanted to see how it went. Now, I did want to speak to you guys about why I think the results was pretty bad during this challenge on the ad account. And again, I believe that it's out of my control. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I believe that for some reason, Facebook have these periods where everybody just gets really bad results for like a few days. Now, we have just come from Facebook's white paper where basically somebody came out and said that Facebook's doing this and that. I'm sure you guys heard about it recently, and that damaged Facebook's stock, that damaged Facebook as a company. And the day after, because Facebook went down for a whole day, and people's ads were still running, they weren't spending, but the ads were performing for other stores, not this one because this one wasn't even around by then, but all the other stores, the ads were just really performing really well. It was like a way of Facebook saying, sorry for being down for a day, we're going to give you loads of sales on this day, and it was really good. Now, a lot of people, and do bear in mind that I'm recording this on the 16th of October. Now, from the 16th to from the 13th to the 16th, maybe the 14th to the 16th, the results have just been terrible on FB right now. Now, I don't know if you guys have had the same issues. Let me know in the comment section below. But for all the other stores that we're running and other people that I know that are doing Facebook ads, they're all telling me that at the moment, they're just not performing well at all. So I do feel like that's really affected the challenge this time, and obviously it's not very good, and it is sad to hear that. But again, I don't want to make any excuses. If you've watched other challenge videos that I've made, I never make excuses, but I do feel like the algorithm was really against us in this video. So get the drum rolls rolling, because this is the bit that you guys wanted to know, which is the profit and loss. Basically, this app will calculate everything for me, any additional costs outside of what I've done, so things like the Shopify plan, but that doesn't count because it's a 30-day free trial, so technically don't have to pay for it. So that has been taken out. Anything else on top of like ad costs, product costs has been added into this app, so it is as accurate as possible. And you can see that we're in a net loss of $790, which is quite a lot of money, but it is very normal during this time of the year, especially if you're getting issues with the Facebook algorithm and you're getting issues with it and things just are against you. This stuff is very normal. But as promised, I said I was going to show you a few of the stores that we've been running for Q4 recently that have been doing really well, and this is one of them right here. And this is quite a new store, by the way, and you can see here, I'm going to refresh the screen. In the last 90 days, we've done over $60,000. Nothing crazy, no crazy numbers, but it's been very consistent, and that's something that I always tell people. Consistency is everything with dropshipping. If you can't get consistency, there's no point dropshipping, and you can see that this has been very nice and consistent, and the conversion rate has also been really well. Now, the reason why these results are better are because we're actually doing TikTok ads instead of Facebook ads, and we're finding that TikTok ads are way more consistent and way more better than Facebook ads right now. So if you want to see a challenge video where I use TikTok ads, let me know in the comment section below. So this is another store that I wanted to show you, and on the 12th of September this year, we did over $30,000 in just one single day, which is absolutely nuts. And this wasn't through Facebook ads, this was through actual influencer marketing. So you can see that this is crazy, and I'm going to refresh the screen so you can see this is completely real. So as you guys can see, during Q4, because this whole challenge video is about Q4 dropshipping, it makes a massive difference, because look, to hit over 30K in one day, you can't really do those kind of numbers outside of Q4. It's quite hard unless you've got a real big brand. And I just want you guys to understand that Q4 is very powerful if done properly, and if you're in the right industry. You know, this is also a fashion store, by the way. It's fashion clothing, just to let you guys know. So it's in the same industry as the shoe that I was selling. Here's another store that we've done over 30K in one day in during September, another Q4 day, and you can see we've done over 30K. So it just proves again to you, if you've got a good product during Q4, you can do some insane numbers, and these profit margins were around about 45%, which is crazy as well. So my overall conclusion for this challenge is I don't think it was a massive fail or a massive issue. Yes, we didn't make money and we were unprofitable, but that's the kind of thing that you go through during Q4. You've just got to test loads of products, and when you find a product that you're quite confident in, you still have to keep testing new audiences, new things out to see what works and what doesn't work. Now, you never know, in 4 weeks time, if we're still testing the same product, we could then become profitable and scale it quite aggressively. Who knows? We wouldn't know unless we actually try it. Now, as I keep telling you guys, you've got to be very careful during Q4, because if you're somebody that's a beginner, it can be very heavy on you, because like I said, it can go from one extreme to the other, so you have to be very careful with that. The whole purpose of this challenge was to see if Q4 makes a difference, and I want to make sure you guys understand that Q4 does make a massive difference. If you look on my YouTube channel, look at some of the case studies we've made, like doing 500k in 30 days, that was all because of Q4. Doing over 200k in one day was because of Q4. Trust me, for somebody that's been doing Q4 dropshipping for the last few years, it makes a massive difference. You're not always going to see these crazy numbers people can do during Q4. You never know, your Q4 could be a complete fail, somebody else's could be a complete success, so just bear that in mind. And the other thing that you need to take away from this challenge is you need a decent amount of money for Q4 dropshipping. Don't be fooled by those people that think you can do it with barely any money. You need a decent amount of money to keep going through Q4. Now, like I said, as I promised, I will be giving away this store, and how you can enter this giveaway is you need to hit 5,000 likes on this video. You need to leave a comment on the reason why you want to win the store and why you want it, and as soon as we've hit 5,000 likes, I will go through the comment section, see whose comments the best, and then I will be picking a winner. I hope you guys have enjoyed this challenge video. I hope you guys have learned something from this video today. I hope you found it entertaining. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below, and I'll be catching you guys on the next video and the next challenge video.